Hello, everybody. This is Stefan with Slow Media here. I'm so excited today. We're talking about the Initial D Toyota GR86 versus GT86 car commercial commentary. We're back again. We're just here to talk about it, here to talk about what we love, what we absolutely love, and what we extremely love about this car commercial and kind of the direction that they're kind of taking newer car culture. It's really exciting. I'm not really a huge fan of the BRZ FRS, old BRZ, keeping the same, like, anything can go, anything can be done with this vehicle mindset for this rear wheel drive, naturally aspirated vehicle. Of course, a lot of people in the community wanted a turbo for it, but we digress. It's still such a plug and play vehicle with its even weight distribution, better suspension, better handling, with its phenomenal steering that it's boasted about, and for the BRZ constantly. And just seeing that they're taking it back to its initial roots in a lot of ways with this Initial D trailer is pretty astounding. So we're going to get into it, and then after we're going to talk a little bit about the BRZ and kind of what's happening with the market on it, considering the COVID market, inflated market that we're in. Let's go ahead and get started. 出発の時間だ。君の腕前を見せてもらおうか。I love how it's keeping that initial D feel, where it's just very comic booky, very it's kind of rough. Like the frames per second aren't what we're used to. They're not updated, they're not brand new. The graphics are, but the FPS and like the feel of it is like pretty astounding. Okay, kid, I feel like a kid watching it, seeing that come back from all of this, the AE86, the GR86. It's such a short commercial clip, so I'm trying to add as much on it as I can because it's so short, so brief. Gives us everything we need. Throwing out the tail, coming close to the railing. They're going uphill or downhill on a toge. You can't really tell with the camera angles. I'm fairly certain they're going downhill. It's normally the downhill is the extreme event, is the what's they're going on. They're doing the downhill toge. What I really want to see is I want to see these done across the market, with a Type R going through the streets of Tokyo, like a red Type R facing Akita's motorcycle, or Attack on Titan, but with a Ford Bronco, trailing through, Wall Maria on the top of the wall or something. What? A GR86? He doesn't know what a GR86 is. Oh my goodness. There's no way he would be as old as the man driving the GR86. He would be freaking 45 years old by now, not like something like that. That's so funny. Call me sensei. That's pretty good. But technically, if we're going from a timeline standpoint, Takumi would be his senpai, because he was back out when the AE86 was originally out, and now Keiichi, probably around the same age. So that's pretty funny. It's like an interesting little thing. I feel like that's like, especially if you're somebody who's really familiar with Initial D, or even familiar with just the AE86. And the part that plays with Initial D, you'd be like, wait, what do you mean call you senpai, call you teacher? Like, I'd be teaching you. I've been doing this in the AE86 since the 90s. How you gonna tell me, like, welcome to faster class? Okay, look, my biggest gripe and concern with the BRZ and kind of its very particular market is that, speed. It says faster class. It's like, let's have a master class on the fact that it is an underpowered platform. But I love it. I love this. I'd love to see a full animated toge battle between Keiichi and Takumi going down Toge Hill, Tokyo Drift style, freaking Fast and Furious 3 style. That would be incredible. I think that'd get No Way Home level of attraction on that one. as far as the BRZ is concerned and a purchasing standpoint, at this time, what I've discovered, even from trying to get around to try to, get behind the wheel of one and try to do an in-depth review about it, it's they aren't anywhere. Even the dealerships that claim to have one, or they have postings about it, it's like they're doing that to draw in the customer base, but because of production delays and everything, it's like you're either specially ordering it or you're coming in for whichever one they have, and it's just kind of like the limited supply, which is the same thing with the Type R and Supra and all these other premier top of the line, not top of the line, but the flagship cars that have been coming out recently. And now, speaking of the Supra, with the top of this is that we have the A91, I'm sorry, supposedly coming out with a manual gearbox, coming 2022. So, look forward to that. Look forward to seeing what that's going to be, the markups that are going to be in that. Now that's going to be a vehicle. The BRZ and the GR86 are fairly impossible to find right now, but I dare you to find a manual gearbox A91 when it comes out. That's going to be impossible, but it's going to be double impossible if they come out with like a Godzilla killer animated commercial for it. That would be something I'd pay to see. I'd pay theater price to see that. But yes, that has been the car commercial commentary for the initial D /GR/AE86 collab. I want to see more collabs from that. I want to see a Full Metal Alchemist Ford Lightning all electric car commercial. That would be incredible, with Alphonse in the back and Edward Elwick driving it, not being able to see over the steering wheel. That'd be pretty incredible. Well, this has been oh my God. This has been Stefan with Slow Media. We'll see you in the next car commercial commentary.